It's been a while and I'm so happy. So I have a lot to talk about. It is fall. It is one of my other favorite seasons. So summertime is definitely my favorite. I love the outfits. I love the colors, the brightness, and of course the warmth. But my second favorite is fall. So I'm super excited just to kind of get into it. And I'm kind of like sporting the whole outfit and just like the vibes today. All I'm missing is my pumpkin latte, but I don't know if they're gonna bring that down to Mexico City, so I'll just kind of hold out or make it myself. Hi, I'm Chanel with Color Me Stylish, and I love doing videos on skincare, which I'm passionate about, and fashion trends, makeup looks. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and turn on your notifications as I upload videos every week. It's been a while since I did a longer form video, so I have just not been feeling my best. I had to get a hysterectomy, and so I'll just, if you want a little bit more information on that, leave a comment down below and I can do a separate video. But it was just starting to really affect my well-being, my health, my energy, and I just could not get in front of the camera like I wanted to do a longer form. I just had no energy. So I'll just kind of include some like just different shots, things like that. But it was definitely a journey and it took a couple of weeks. And so I am about 3 weeks post-op from my surgery. So I am just kind of now feeling, back to myself, hence the first time doing the full glam and getting actually dressed up, and so excited to talk to you guys. So again, if you guys want more information, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I will definitely do a full video of just my whole journey and why I had to do all of that and how the process was. Trends that I am excited about is just the two-piece set. So you guys know I always love that in just regular fashion, just because it makes it super easy to get dressed and look pulled together instantly. But then you also kind of get that 2-for-1. And so you can either change out and wear the top with something else or the bottom with something else. So I always love those sets. So I think the first one is a more monochromatic style, set. There are so many options and I'll kind of put some items on the, on the screen so you can see that. But it's just being able to kind of just look a lot more chic and pulled together. So of course we do love, the look of leggings and a t-shirt and things like that. So being able to either, run your errands, you're in the school drop-off line and somebody actually calls you out of your car, at least you'll look kind of pulled together. And just everyday wear where you can just add to those pieces, again, layering like a cool leather jacket or a bomber jacket or just things like that. But again, the two-piece monochromatic, just, comfortable set for fall and so many array of colors is something to definitely pick up this year and this season. Another trend that was here a little bit last year, but I see it kind of blowing up. It started a little bit in the summer and I'm noticing that they're kind of pulling it into the fall. And so I'm noticing that in Zara, which you guys already know, that is like my favorite place to shop. I just love that store. And so many other places. I saw it in Nordstrom, Nordstrom.com, and of course Amazon. And so you can kind of just get some ideas from, say, Pinterest to kind of put some of those outfits together, but metallic is where it's at. So I'm seeing, a lot more bronze styles and definitely silvers and just like that chrome look. So it can come in the form of like a great sweater, which I love, or even jeans, like how they have at Zara right now, just to kind of play up on that trend and kind of have it just a little bit more edgy, and then you can dress it up, you can dress it down, or maybe even look for a pleated like silver skirt, things like that. And you can just pair that with like a great sweater or even just a white crisp tank top or t-shirt and then some cute little sneakers. And so just to kind of play on the trend, but it's still, suited to your style and a little bit more comfortable. I'm just gonna go dive right into, I think, the trends that we need to just kind of put off to the side for a bit or forever. maybe, and only because these do not help the shape of your outfit and to help it look more chic and pulled together. And that is the goal, especially for this video, is to kind of show you we can be comfortable, you can be comfortable, I can be comfortable, but we can still look like we put in a little bit of effort into it, and that it's just a little bit more on the chic side. So here is my list of, and it's pretty short. I'm not going to tell you everything to kind of change up. But I feel maybe these things aren't working so much. So of course, let's start to just incorporate more tailored cardigans into our fall wardrobe. So you see everything, you know, just a little bit more tailored, maybe even, you know, in the suede fabrics, things like that. It has a little bit more of a collar, or even like a nice hood, or it's even belted. But I think just incorporating, you know, more of those styles. And so what to take out, I am guilty of this, is the slouchy, droopy cardigan. So I will tell you, I am guilty. And this is one that I've been toting around for quite some time. And I will say I'm the first person that needs to chuck it. It's not doing anything for me. It's just draping over the shoulders. It's starting to even get a little bit tattered, things like that, where it's just kind of like, it's time to change this up and get something that looks a little bit more tailored, a little bit more pulled in, and it's not just drooping over the body. And then I'll put up some other examples of things to kind of let go for this season. So another one is the ankle booties. I mean, like the ankle, like super short booties. It's time. Like, it's time to let that go and start to look for something that's just going to more elongate the leg and make the outfit a little bit more polished. No, it doesn't have to mean, so here is an example. You want something that's going to start to go a little bit more up the ankle. It's just going to create a really nice elongated look to your legs and kind of just like bring all of that in. And I feel like when it is right here, it just kind of cuts the leg, and then you're ended up, you know, you start to end up pulling up your jeans and rolling them, and then that starts to look untailored, just things like that. So again, I have like some examples, and so I think that's something to kind of just bring in. And of course, no, we've got things to do, we've got running around, so nobody, you know, not everybody has time to be running around in a heel height like this, especially if it's back to school, some things, drop off some things, or running to the grocery store, you know. But again, even something that's a little bit more flat but a little bit more elongated is just going to make the leg and the whole body just a little bit more pulled together and just a little bit more chic. The other item is the Infinity Forever scarf. So of course, they're kind of fun. You can just kind of wrap that around you, but at the same time, it can become so bulky and that it's adding weight and it's adding bulk to your outfit that you don't need. And again, I feel like just streamlining everything in and really pulling those looks together. And here are some examples of just, you know, of course, you're not going to ditch the scarf. It gets cold, I get that, but something that's a little bit more pulled in and a little bit more tailored. So tweed always makes its appearance for fall, winter outfits, things like that. So of course I have that in my look, and you can incorporate that too. So, but again, you know, there are so many different styles of incorporating tweed, and there are so many different sets in Zara or online, and just different companies that are coming out with them. So you kind of get that Chanel inspired look for a lot less, and so that's always on trend and what I absolutely love. And so you can kind of, you know, instead of running out to grab something again, you can kind of look through your closet, because maybe that's something that you had from last year, and so you can just kind of bring that back out but change it up a bit. So of course I have this kind of blazer, and I've had this for probably about a year. I think I did get it from Zara last year, but again, I love the texture of it and the color. And so that's the fun thing with tweed, is you can just do something that again is a little bit more monochromatic, or you can just do something in a burst of color. Just because it's summer doesn't mean that the color has to end. So I love this in the green, and again, I can dress this up or I can dress it down. And so I love that because it makes me feel like I'm a lot more chic and pulled together again, but I can wear it with some cool leggings, some Air Force Ones, and a t-shirt underneath it, and instantly it's pulled together. And then another one that I have, and again, I think I've had this for probably 2 to 3 years. So it just, you know, again, it's repurposing what you do have, and that's okay as well. And so again, I love that this has like the shine to it. It's definitely Chanel inspired. I picked this up from Forever 21, and this is still, it's still hitting. I still love this. And again, I can put this with a cute, you know, maxi pleated black skirt and some heels and a cute top underneath it, like a crop something, and just totally dress it up. I just gave myself an outfit idea. I think I'm gonna put that together and then take a picture and put that on Instagram. But then you can also, again, the same thing is put a nice white crisp t-shirt or black t-shirt underneath it, put some cute jeans on, some girlfriend or boyfriend jeans, some cute, like, you know, Air Force Ones or some Jordan retros, and totally rock that so that you're chic, but you're super comfortable at the same time. So again, incorporating that tweed. And again, here are some other, you know, examples, from shoes to, you know, hats, things like that, that you can incorporate that style into it. And we all know that we're going to be adding in those leather jackets, and so I have my favorites, but again, they're coming out with so many different variations and styles, and you know, you can get some ideas from Pinterest. They have some in Zara. I've got my eye right now on a bomber jacket that was out in Zara last year. I should have got it. I didn't. Then it went on sale. I didn't get it still, or they didn't have my size. So I already know it's gonna come back around, and probably in a different variation, and I'm gonna snatch it up this time. I'm not messing around. So that's definitely on my list to get. And then, you know, just, you know, you can do colors, and I'll, you know, include some just different pictures, things like that. It can be longer, it can be cropped, or you could even start to bring that leather into shorts with some stockings or tights underneath it. Or in skirts, maxi skirts, things like that. So that's always a great plus. Definitely on trend also for fall is, of course, the jean maxi, or just denim on denim. That's always like a favorite, only because it's a heavier fabric, and so when you add those two, it definitely adds to the warmth, but also the style. So I've been incorporating a lot more of my maxi, you know, long skirts, things like that into my style. And because it's just so comfortable to wear, especially before my surgery, it was like one of the things I could kind of just pull up and actually button. My stomach was getting so big. And so that was really helpful and comfortable to wear. But again, you can kind of style that in so many different ways, and I'll add some photos so you can kind of see, you know, dressed up or dressed down. That's always a great option as well. Last but not least, I'm going into the trench coat. So that always looks just so chic. And of course, we're coming still in the realm, maybe coming off of, or maybe ramping up, I'm not sure, but I think it's going to be here to stay for a while. And that is the trend of course, quiet luxury and just that old money look. But it's not so much old money, it's just more tailored and simpler pieces, but really making those pieces pop. And so that is kind of the trend that I'm kind of going into, especially in my mid 40s, I guess you can say. I want things to be definitely a lot more tailored and chic when I wear them. And so just adding in, again, a lot more creams, a lot more browns and neutrals, but still those pops of color, because I love color, but also just the classics. but putting a spin on it. So I love the trench, and you can kind of see some ideas here of just longer jackets, longer trenches, and just that chicness look that you can use to just kind of dress everything up. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Next week, definitely join me. I am going to be kind of diving into the makeup trends and makeup looks, even some nail trends, things like that for fall. So I don't typically talk about nail stuff on my channel, but I do love to get my nails done. So I'm going to incorporate that in the next video. So don't miss that. So turn on your notifications so you do know when I upload, but I'm super happy to be back and that I am starting to feel better. Each day gets better. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in my next video, and please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your week.